Okay, so for you now, these energies for you and then for your person may be interchangeable. So you may see aspects of for your person that you may need to take note of, and vice versa as well. So with Saturn return age, and we've got Mother Mary, expect a miracle. So Saturn return is very much about some sort of course correction, or it can be a release and a redirect. So what it's saying is some aspect of your life is being needs to be released and then redirected. So this could very well just be the end of a long cycle, or a cycle in your life, and now you're going to change and go after and do things that are important to you. The number one thing with Saturn return age is that it's about going after what's important to you, what really is close to your heart, what really is what you're here for, what's your most important heart's desire, as it were. For a lot of people, this can be a career change, going after finally doing something that you've always wanted to do. For others, it may be a change of lifestyle. It could be turning to some sort of craft or art, or something that you've always wanted to do. It's a course correction of some sort. There may be, for some of you, it can be what you're reaping, what you have sown. So for some of you, there may be a few disappointments from the past, or you may be looking back at the past and thinking, well, this didn't work, and feeling down about it, or you may have a result from that. You may have some sort of disappointment about the past, or something that came back, a result out of that, or you may be looking at something and thinking, well, you're looking at it in a very different light now to what you looked at it before. So that can come in with the Saturn return, but it really is about taking a realistic look at where you have been in your life and how you're going to change it now. Because this gives you a wonderful opportunity to release responsibilities that you may have had in the past. In other words, you may have been in a situation or going in a certain direction which was okay for the time, and suited possibly what was happening around you, but now you need to do what's important for you and what is right for you. And this can, be really quite a revelation. It really can open you up. And that is the gift of Saturn. It's the gift of realizing that where you have been in your life has had its place, but now you need to go after what is most important to you. And this is where the course correction comes in, or a release of energy from where it has been to where it needs to be. And it's a very, it can be quite a humbling situation where you look back and you think, well, none of this has worked, and you have to take stock. You have to take stock with this. But as I said, you release your energy from where it has been, and now you get a chance to redirect it. And that only happens in certain times in your life. It is also saying that do not allow age to be a barrier. So this can be thinking that you're too young to do something, or too old to do something, or anything related to that. As long as you are following what's important for you and following your heart, then you can't go wrong. And this is about following your own goals now, finally, setting new goals for yourself, taking responsibility for your own goals, instead of perhaps being stuck on somebody else's path, or holding something else up which really wasn't, you kind of found yourself there, or it was suitable for the time, but now you've outgrown it. So all of those aspects do come in. Now, for the relationship, it could very well be that you have been in a specific, if you've been together for a long time, it could be that now perhaps your children have grown up and have left home, and now you want to go after and start doing things that are right for you. Or it could just be a general change from a career point of view, or a relocation, or something that is being released in order to make way for the new. But it's something that you have to actually physically take responsibility for yourself. So however it comes in for you, it's a course correction of some sort. Now, Mother Mary, expect a miracle. Have faith that your prayers have been heard and are being answered. So whatever you have been, sort of affirming or praying about or wishing for, Mother Mary is saying that just have faith that your prayers have been heard and are being answered. Now, with the Saturn return, in some cases, it can be quite a journey to course correct, because there may be lots of things that you have to let go of, or rearrange, or sort out, or change, or let go of, but ultimately keep your vision in mind of what it is that you want and where it is that you're going, and have faith that, this is going to be handled. It may with expect a miracle, whatever comes to you, just have belief that the universe is going to deliver the very best things suited for you in the moment. So, send out your request, send out your prayer, and wait for it to come back in the form which is best designed, by the universe. And just have faith. You also need to get out of your own way. So once you've made your request, or you've said your affirmations, or, had a prayer, once you've released it, let it go, and don't keep thinking about it. Don't keep fixating on it. Just let it go and let it come back to you in the way and the shape and the form that is perfectly designed for you. So lovely redirection energy there. It doesn't matter what age you are, or where you are in your life. There is some sort of course correct coming in, but it's about taking responsibility for your own goals. Then we have here, for your person, we've got Athena, inner wisdom, and we've got Yod, destiny. So this is saying that your person is perhaps on their own path at the moment. This may be to do with a career, or it could be some other aspect of their life. But it's saying that it's something that they have to do. It's their destiny. They're fated for it. It's a course that they're on. And they may just be a little bit different from everybody else. They may not actually be necessarily having input from others on their journey right now. It's kind of a solitary journey, the Yod. So that may apply to something they're working on in their life. But it can also be about divine timing, this card. This can say that in your relationship, depending on your situation, that divine timing is at play. And that this is just about keep moving in the direction that is coming up. The steps will be laid out in front of your person, what could actually be affecting you, together in the relationship. That just need to keep following the steps that are given to you as they are presented, because this is kind of a going by inner knowing, inner wisdom, inner GPS. This person needs to follow their inner GPS about what it is that's important for them, because they may not have guidance from others on what is the correct path, because it's kind of as I said, the steps are laid out as they go along. It may be an unknown path, a path less traveled. They may be working quietly on their own. They may be working in privacy, or they may actually just be working on their own. Perhaps they're changing career, or they are working on something behind the scenes. It could be a change of career, but they're busy laying the foundations right now. So all of these aspects may be coming up, but certainly they're going to need to be tapping into their inner wisdom, which is what Athena is reiterating here. It's saying for your person, you know what to do, trust your inner wisdom and take appropriate action without delay. So this is just saying that they are needing to access their own inner wisdom, their own inner guidance, their own inner GPS to navigate this course. Because it's not an easy journey, this. There are going to be aspects that will be frustrating. There could be delays. There could be hurdles they've got to overcome. But always they must listen to their inner guidance, which is what she's reiterating there. Full moon may be important for them. And there's, as I said, the wisdom and the angels. So they need to be in contact with their spirit team, or whoever they connect with. But as I said, they may not have support around them at this time from others, simply because this is a purely personalized journey that they are on. Then we have here for the current situation, we've got Leo, I will, and we've got Dana, High Priestess. So this is a very romantic, fun, loving energy. It's a very warm energy. It's a very courageous energy. It's also very much about honesty. So I think all of those aspects, honesty and integrity, is important with the Leo energy, but also this creative, playful, almost like childlike fun and enjoyment. And obviously romance comes in there as well. So perhaps you need to bring this into your relationship, or you need to make sure that it's in the relationship, to stoke the fires of this, to bring in this lovely Leo energy. It's also saying that this is quite a willful energy, so be careful of pride with this coming in. With Dana, High Priestess, she's saying that there is divine knowledge available, and that you have divine knowledge that can help others through your spiritual teaching. So this could also just be bringing information down to guide the relationship at this time. And this is just tapping in, really. That's what it is. High Priestess is all-knowing, using intuition, and knowing knowing what to do in the moment, because of the inner knowing and the inner wisdom and the inner knowledge. And there is communication there. So I do feel that that aspect is coming in. It needs to be highlighted. But I think both of you at this time need to be following your intuition about what needs to be done. And, there's foundations to be laid in your case. Certainly with the Saturn return, this is about creating a foundation for life. And whatever you create under the Saturn return energy, whatever foundation you create will be long lasting. So that's ultimately what you're aiming for here. But you do need to remember to bring in the romance, the fun, that childlike enjoyment, in a very creative energy as well. It's very creative. It's fiery. It's passionate. So this needs to be brought in to the relationship. So make sure that the communication channels are open. But ultimately, for both of you, it's about using your intuition right now to guide the way, because the way may be unknown right now. Then we have, and that's why we've got the fun here, as I said, to bring the fun in, which is going to be important. Now, for the advice for the current situation, it's saying that there's quite a bit of healing that is required. And with the transformation butterfly maiden, it's saying you are experiencing enormous change right now, which brings great blessings. So whether you are both going through these changes together because you are together, or whether you are each tackling various aspects of your life, in a sort of working towards being together, whatever is your situation, it's saying that you're swirling in transformation, the both of you, or the relationship itself may be evolving at this time. Certainly with your destiny, with the Saturn return, that there are tasks to be done, things that need to be put in place. So this is a transformation energy, but it's saying that to have no fear. To have no fear about the changes or the transformations that are taking place. Now, this could also be around you, sort of globally, or within your family or within your friends, whatever is affecting you at this time. Obviously, it's within the relationship, but there may be external factors as well. It's saying that not to fear these changes, because something wonderful is on the other side. But it's just this transformational process going from the caterpillar to the butterfly. It's a process. It has to happen. And there's all kinds of alchemical changes that go on. And one of the alchemical changes that will be happening is the healing. So now with Chiron, this is about healing that is often about repetitive cycles or things that tend to come around again and again, whether it's a feeling or a situation that keeps coming up. It could also be to do with healing around past relationships. You may not have been together that long, or you may still be working through the past relationship situations, or you may just get reminders about it periodically. But that's because it hasn't been healed properly the first time around, or, they just keep coming up until they get resolved. So this is about pulling something up from underneath that has been maybe suppressed or just put on the back burner or just not acknowledged really. And so this is about bringing it into the light. And as soon as you bring it into the light, it loses its you lose your fear of it as soon as you bring it into the light. And then, apply forgiveness around the situation. Go back to the original time it happened, or to any kind of repetitive situation that keeps coming up. Go back to the first time, and do the forgiveness rituals with each situation, and examine the emotions around there, and acknowledge that every experience you've had has been a learning experience. It's shaped who you are. It has made you who you are and who your person is. And that has to be acknowledged. It's just part of life. It's part of our learning cycles. We all have to go through them. And it's how you handle it and how you open up and keep your heart open and still do the forgiveness. If somebody has hurt you, really, you don't need to, forgive their actions necessarily. But what you can do is forgive yourself from being stuck in that situation forevermore. You release yourself from that, and then you release your energy from that, and then release it, let it go, and it should not keep reoccurring. Just you come to some kind of settlement about it. But it is very much about bringing it up and actually bringing it into the light. It's also about using natural remedies or therapies or treatments at this time. This can be any kind of natural therapy or remedy, using those to help you at this time, especially on an emotional basis if things have been a bit tricky. This can be any kind of, it can also be medicinal. There may be aspects coming in that to do with that. But it's about using whatever you can to help you transition through this phase. And, any of the natural remedies and therapies, any one of them, you can try a number. Just do it quietly on your own. Just try different things. See what works for you. It can also be that if one or either of you is busy studying this time, this is a good card to have. It does indicate a good application of energy for that. But it can also be that one or either of you is involved in or learning about natural therapies and remedies and, or medicinal things, and may have an interest in that. And that may be very helpful going forward in the future for your relationship, perhaps your family, but also for others. One of you may be wanting to do this as a like treatments for others. And certainly that is a side aspect of the Dana High Priestess, about the divine knowledge coming down, that one or other of you may be needing to use that knowledge to help others through coaching or teaching or seminars or workshops or whatever it may be. But certainly, Butterfly Maiden is saying, do not fear any of the changes that are occurring now. Just go with it, and be optimistic about the process, because there's great healing and wisdom and success on the other side of this situation. Also, whatever you learn in the healing process with Chiron, you can help others through the same processes. This is the gift of Chiron. Whatever you learn, you can help others through the same process, either through just talking to them. That could be a friend or a member of your family, but it's expression and it's knowledge that is being disseminated, which is very helpful. As I said, with the Moonology, a time for healing, balsamic moon. So very much about healing, soothing, and surrender. So just go with what needs to be done right now. Enjoy this time that has been afforded to you to bring this out into the open and deal with things. And then don't forget to balance it with a bit of fun as well. So the fun, don't undervalue it. It's a wonderful tool to help you to progress and to make progress with things. And you will find that your manifestations come in a lot quicker if you are actually making time to just relax and enjoy yourself as well. But enjoy the time of healing, and do whatever you can from a natural therapy or remedy situation to assist you during this. So going for massages, self-care, looking after yourselves, whatever is right for you in the moment. We've also got third house messages. So this is very much about communication between you and your person, and possibly with your family as well. If you've got children or whatever the situation is. This is about all forms of communication, written, verbal, body language, anything online even. All of these things are important. Choose your words with care, especially with the Mercury retrograde period. Things can be misunderstood or misheard or just something goes wrong with it, or just misunderstood, So be very clear with your communications. And this may involve family members as well, general relatives, aunts, uncles, cousins, siblings even, may come in, may be influencing the relationship or something to do with that at this time. But it is also about even your neighbors, if you've got some issues to do with that. But communication is paramount with this card. It's also about contracts and documents. You may be waiting for those to come in, or you may be involved in that, or maybe one or either of you is waiting for a new contract, or you're waiting for documents to come in. Just as I said, be very careful. Make quite sure that you check everything, all the documents, all the words, everything. It could also be that a journey is possible. It could be a short journey or a car journey where there are maps involved, or a trip that takes some kind of planning. That all may be possible under the third house.